Chapter 5 The Great Teacher. Learning Objectives. 1. A great teacher frames society. 2. Practicing what you preach. 3. Understanding the life of Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. Warm up. If you were a teacher for a day, you would. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar was a great social reformer, writer, and educationist. He worked endlessly to transform the society. His contribution towards education and changing the status of women in India was remarkable. Rabindranath Tagore called him the father of modern Bengali. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar was born on 26th of September 1820 in a village of West Bengal. He spent his childhood in extreme poverty. At the age of 8, he came to Kolkata, where his father took up the job of a bookkeeper. Vidyasagar, it is said, learned the English number from the milestones he crossed while walking to Kolkata from his village. In 1829, he joined Sanskrit College. His desire to learn was so intense that for some nights he studied under the street lamp, as his parents could not afford a kerosene lamp at home. In 1839, he passed the Hindu law examination, and that was when he was honored with the title Vidyasagar, which means Ocean of Knowledge. His first job was as Chief Pandit in Fort William College, Calcutta in 1841 at the age of 21. It was here that he started learning English and Hindi. In 1846, Vidyasagar joined Sanskrit College as assistant secretary. He wanted to improve the teaching system in the college but faced stiff opposition from the management. So, he quit his job and rejoined Fort William College. In 1850, he became a professor at Sanskrit College on a condition that he would be allowed to redesign the education system. In 1851, he became the principal of the college. He was a great teacher and believed in practicing what he preached. There is an interesting incident that proved this point. A young man got down at Howrah railway station and started shouting for a porter. He did not have much luggage and could have easily carried it himself. A simple-looking man approached him and asked, "Where do you have to go?" The young man had come to Kolkata for some training at a college. He told the older man his destination. The latter picked up his luggage and they walked to the place which was nearby. The young man offered him some money for his service, but the other man said, "I do not want any money for my work. From now onwards, you should try to do your work yourself and not depend upon others. That will be my reward." Then he left. The next day, when the young man reached the college, he found the same man sitting in the principal's chair. In shock, he fell at the feet of the principal. He apologized and asked for forgiveness. This principal was Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. He said to the young man, "No work is lowly. We should do our work ourselves." He gave the young man the lesson of a lifetime. Find meaning. Extreme, very severe. Honored, respected. Approached, make conversation with. Intense, of extreme force. Quit, to withdraw. Stiff, severe. Exercises. Creative expression. Tell your story. 5th September is celebrated as Teachers' Day. How do you celebrate it in your school? Share your answer by discussing it with your friends. Learning by doing. A. Write a paragraph on your favorite teacher in few words. B. Explain best qualities of a value-creating teacher. Critical thinking. Let's play a game. Interview your favorite teacher and ask the below mentioned questions. Mark her answers as well as on the sheet. Logical decision making. Exercise time. Answer the following questions. 1. Why was Ishwar Chandra awarded the title Vidyasagar? Answer. Ishwar Chandra was awarded the title Vidyasagar as he passed the Hindu law examination in 1839. 2. Why did Vidyasagar quit Sanskrit College in 1846? What did he want to do? Answer. In 1846, Vidyasagar quit Sanskrit College because he faced stiff opposition from the management when he wanted to improve the teaching system in the college. 3. Why is he known as a great teacher? Answer. He is known as a great teacher because he believed in practicing what he preached. 4. The man who carried the luggage did not want money. What did he ask for instead? Answer. The man asked the young man if he should try to do his work himself. That was the reward he wanted. 5. Why was the young man shocked to see the principal of the college? Answer. The young man was shocked to see the principal of the college because he had carried his luggage the previous day at the railway station. 6. What lesson did young man learn from this incident? Answer. The young man learned that one should not be ashamed to do one's own work. Find their meanings. 1. Endlessly. Unlimited. 2. Transform. Change. 3. Status. Social or professional position. 4. Condition. The state somebody is in. Fill in the blanks with the correct words. 1. A young man got down at Howrah railway station. 2. The lesson Vidyasagar teaches us in no work is low. 3. In 1846, he joined Sanskrit College. 4. His first job was as Chief Pandit in Fort William College in Calcutta in 1841. Take the right options. 1. Who called Vidyasagar the father of modern Bengal? A. Rabindranath Tagore. B. Subhash Chandra Bose. C. None of them. Answer. A. Rabindranath Tagore. 2. Vidyasagar was born on A. 25th September 1820. B. 24th of September 1821. C. 26th of September 1820. Answer. C. 26th of September 1820. 3. Vidyasagar became the principal of Dash in 1851. A. Hindu College. B. William College. C. Sanskrit College. Answer. C. Sanskrit College. Match the following. Column A. 1. 1820. 2. 1829. 3. 1839. 4. 1850. Column B. A. Became a professor at Sanskrit College. B. Passed the Hindu law exam. C. Born in West Bengal. D. Joined Sanskrit College. Answer: 1820. Born in West Bengal. 1829. Joined Sanskrit College. 1839. Passed the Hindu law exam. 1850. Became a professor at Sanskrit College. Conceptual understanding. Who is a good teacher according to you? Do you work as yourself? Describe how a great lesson has been learned from this chapter. Communication. Writing skills. Distinguish between the following pairs of words by using them in sentences of your own. Reading skills. Read these sentences and answer the questions that follow. 1. I do not want any money for my work. A. Who said to whom? B. Was the man he helped his relative? C. Why did he not want to take any money for the work done? 2. No work is lowly. A. Who said these words to whom? B. In which circumstances did he say so? C. Do you agree with him? Listening and speaking skills. A. Listen carefully to the text, read out and answer the questions asked by him or her. 1. Who was Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar? 2. Who called him the father of modern Bengal? 3. When and where was Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar born? 4. When did he pass the Hindu law examination? 5. When did he do his first job? What was his age at that time? Read these words aloud. 1. Ocean of knowledge. 2. Extreme poverty. 3. Stiff opposition. 4. Interesting incident. 5. Luggage. 6. Destination. Let's learn spellings. Find the hidden words. The words have been placed horizontally, vertically, or diagonally, and the vowels have been removed. When you locate a word, draw an ellipse around it. A. Cytoplasm. B. Comfortable. C. Extravagant. D. Frequent. E. Adaptable. F. Customary. G. Transportation. H. Wheelbarrow. Let's learn grammar. Relative pronouns are words that refer to nouns used earlier in the sentence. They are different from personal pronouns because they cannot replace the nouns in a sentence. Who, which, that, whom, and whose are relative pronouns. 1. We like boys who are honest. 2. He was a great leader whom all people respected. Reflexive pronouns are words that refer back to the subject of the sentence. Myself, himself, yourself, herself, ourselves, themselves are reflexive pronouns. 1. I blame myself for it. 2. You will hurt yourself. Emphatic pronouns are also reflective pronouns but are used to stress or emphasize something. These pronouns are always written with the noun or pronoun they emphasize. 1. She herself looked after my wants. 2. They themselves went there.